We're on day 44 of incubating my very first ball python clutch, and we're going to cut this egg that's gone bad open today. I noticed it starting to get discolored and mold growing on it on day 30. So I separated it from the rest of the clutch and I dusted it with antifungal powder to try to control the mold, hoping that it was still viable, that we could still save it. But I kept it in the incubator. So today's 44, and I noticed when I checked on them last night that the inside felt very hard, like there wasn't any give to it. So I thought that the inside of the contents had solidified, which meant for sure that it went bad. But it still didn't smell. It didn't stink like a rotten egg would. But after last night, feeling how hard the inside was, I knew that it had gone completely bad. There was no saving it, and I wanted to cut it open to see what was inside and how far along things developed. So this is what we're doing. Even after cutting it open, it still didn't have a smell to it. It was not at all what I was expecting. So I'm going to switch back now to the audio for when I recorded the video, and we'll see what's inside. So there's the whole shell. I really thought I was going to cut this open and see like a partially formed snake right on top. I think that right there is the little embryo, so this didn't develop very much at all. And it's been bad for quite some time. Oh yeah, look at that. So this has been, get out of here, cat. So this was fertile when it was laid, but just didn't develop very much at all. And I think this right here is all that's left of the embryo, because I think that's its little eyes there. Oh, come back. I think that's its little eyes. Let me try to get this in focus for you. So this baby didn't develop much at all before it had gone bad. Huh, that is not what I was expecting. I thought there's no smell to it, really. I thought there'd be a smell. Let me just see if I can get a better view of this. The cats are really curious. So I think this is the little baby snake, and I think those are its eyes. And it's been dead for quite a while, so I'm sure if there was more of it, it's just disintegrated. But there's no smell to it. I thought it was gonna stink horribly. This is all just the solidified yolk, and you can see down here, this is where the mold, so the mold was coming from inside the egg. It wasn't mold that started growing on the outside from the moisture. But that is not at all what I was expecting. I thought I was gonna have, like, cut it open and see, like, you could see the snake. So for whatever reason, this egg was fertile when it was laid, but for whatever reason, nature decided that it just wasn't going to continue developing, and the process stopped, and so this probably would have died just a few days after it was laid, because that just hasn't grown much at all. Very interesting. It's only 11 days till the rest of the clutch hatches, and I noticed the mold on the outside of this egg. This one was on the bottom of the clutch, but I noticed the mold about 30 days in. And I was going to let it go until it smelled bad, but it never smelled bad. And then, yeah, this is just all solid. So I realized once I felt that it was hard inside, that it was for sure dead. Very interesting. Not at all what I was expecting.